Welcome to one and all present here. I hope you all are having a great day. Myself, Gauravi Kumari, and I'm going to be your host for today. As we all know, Humans of Pharma by Pharma State Academy is focusing on different pharma stories which are based on any pharma career, one's pharma journey, current affairs, and book discussions. Today, we bring you a collection of pharma stories, experiences, and perspectives that are just waiting to be shared. Anyone interested in learning about the pharma ecosystem, what it was like in the past, and what the future may hold, must watch this. This is the fifth episode of our inspirational pharma journey series, Direct Dil Se, where we'll get to know more about the journey of a pharma leader. If you have missed the earlier ones, do watch that. In this particular episode, we learn about the journey of an impressive personality who has an exceptional experiences in building and leading institutional sales, key account management, strategy and planning, market access, tender business, new product inclusion, document and pricing strategies, and so much more. Without waiting any further, I would like to extend my warm welcome to Pradeep Shukla, sir.
Thank you, Gauri. Thanks a lot. It is really good to be here today.
For a brief introduction, Pradeep sir comes from a small city and is currently based out of Ahmedabad. His corporate experience expands for over 18 years. He has started his journey back in 2004 as a marketing executive in Cipla and is moving on to the role of a medical representative in GSK and then as a scientific sales executive in Sanofi in India. Further, during his pharma journey, he joined Eli Lilly as a product specialist and paved his way to being the sales manager and finally the senior key account manager. His tenure at Lilly lasted for about 6 years. Further, he served as regional key account manager and regional head government business in Boston Scientific Company. The role of senior market access manager at Abbott. And it doesn't end here. Moving forward, he led the company Macleod Pharmaceuticals as institutional sales head and general manager, and currently is leading a big shot in pharma industry, Kerala Pharmaceuticals, as assistant vice president, head of government business. Thank you so much, sir, for being a part of Humans of Pharma.
Thank you, Gauri. Thanks. I really said that it's a great pleasure to be here. And I'm sure I'm very excited to share my experiences. And I'm sure this will help everyone watching this video. And this should inspire them, should help them. It's really great to connect here with today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Let's get the conversation started. So here we are going to know more about Pradeep, sir, through a set of questions. Beginning with the first one. Sir, as we all know that the family is the most important part of someone's life. In that context, I would like to know more about your childhood and family.
As you rightly said that for anyone, family is utmost top priority. And then so even applicable to me as well as an individual. So if I talk about my family is my strength. I take a lot pride in saying like this. So I have got my parents along with me, and then my father used to work with a transport company, and then he decided to take VRS the time I actually got my first salary in my bank account. So I'm happy to share that I'm able to give back to my parents. I'm trying to give them the good, better life, whatever I can. Then my wife, she is housewife, and then I've got two kids, very energetic kids. My son is now 14-year-old, and my daughter is 9-year-old. So son is in class 8, daughter is in class 4. I have two sisters. So sisters are settled at their own places. One is in Uttar Pradesh, another is in Ahmedabad, so very close to me. And talking about family and then childhood. So childhood is one thing I strongly believe this paved your way. This acts like a, let's say, base of a building or the construction. And then for me also the overall childhood was very, very increasing. And just to share with everyone. So this is not about taking the sympathy. This is all about like sharing my challenges and then what I have gone through in my childhood, from where what was my learning and how to I overcome, what helped me to overcome that and started performing and then doing better in life. And I believe everyone has got their own journey, own challenges, and some will be able to correlate. And this correlation may help them. So I did my schooling, the primary school education from Uttar Pradesh. So you can understand. And then, but yes, I was one of the top student. So I ensure that I give my best. I be out of, let's say, from overall crowd, you stand out, you become more responsible. And from where this came in. So everything, there's an inspiration. You take inspiration from someone. So till class second, I was not so good at. Let me be very, very frank with everyone and then accept that. So class third, one of our cousin joined from Mumbai. Because of some family reason, he shifted to Uttar Pradesh and joined the same school. And then he was doing pretty good. He started getting the attention. So this gave me a thought. I also need to be in the same league where I start getting the attention from the people, from the teachers, and start doing good. You become a good student. And Uttar Pradesh, that time we had a huge challenge and crisis with the, particularly not in entire UP, at my place where I was and my home as such, we were not so well to do. So light was a big issue. So I used to study in Laltain. So, and then Laltain is a very small device where you get some light. So you need to have your books very close to the Laltain and you are able to read the few paragraphs and you have to maneuver the books. So that also gave me strength and saying that no, whatever the resources I have in my hand, I need to keep doing good. And I keep learning, keep performing, you do your best. And then from that, I completed my primary education and then came to Mumbai. I was fortunate one, that was good thing happened. I came to a dream city, Mumbai, very positive city. And then from a Laltain light, I came to the normal light. So it was like 24/7, you have got a light at your home. So that was a good development. I was staying in Chaul. I was part of in Chaul in Malad. And then I was here also, I was in seventh class, I was in a normal government school where you get all the fund, you get milk from government, you get school books from government. Maharashtra government is good in terms of supporting the kids for the education. And then 8th, 9th and 10th have been a great phase of my life where actually I joined a school which is still known to be the best school for Hindi medium. Schooling the SSC in Hindi medium, just to share with everyone, your language is not the only barrier. So many times we think in our mind, language is the barrier to grow in life. It does not. Your determination, your overall approach, how you come up from the challenges, how you learn, how you perform, that becomes your overall growth factor or the growth driver. So I used to travel around 10 plus kilometers. So 3 kilometers by walk and roughly around 7-8 kilometers by train. At the age of, you can imagine at the age of around 14 years and you are traveling by train and in Mumbai local train. So that's how it is. I completed my 10th and then I did perform very, very well. I got like 84 plus percentage in 10th and then never had an opportunity to get the private tuition or anything, but teachers were so good, school was so good, and then my friends were so good, and then we could able to learn. I could able to learn a lot from them, and this is how I completed my 10th class. And then after that, then move on, then graduation. So from there, the overall, if I look at my childhood overall was pretty challenging. I learned only one thing: whatever the resources you have, whatever your parents are able to give you, you need to ensure that you make best out of it. There's only two way, right? One is that you complain, regret, and other is that you crib, or other is that probably you take it, you do good out of this and prepare yourself for the better one. I've learned a quote somewhere, if you, let's say, take birth as a poor or not doing so good, probably is not your mistake. It's not in your hand. But if you depart from this earth being at the same level and cribbing, that's your mistake. So it is in your individual's hand, ensuring that you keep doing good, keep learning. So this is how it is overall. The childhood was, it was very, very encouraging, good learning, learned a lot, overcome the challenges. So the good overall. I'm very happy, and when I look back, and I'm thankful to my parents for giving such a fantastic life. My growing up was so good. So yes, overall it was very fantastic.
Definitely growing from the grassroots level and now leading a major Indian pharma company. You're such an inspiration, sir. Thank you. Yes,
Thanks
sir.
not for this. Is not so. So everyone has got an inspiration journey, but thanks to you, you are giving me opportunity where I'm able to share with everyone.
Thank you so much, sir. So now, as we all know that you have a major in a different subject. So it makes me really curious to know what inspired you to pursue this profession in pharmaceutical sales, marketing, and management.
So Gauri is like inspiration. People, they say that, need is the journey of inspiration, or the for any aviskar need is important, right? So for my need was that I grew up and then immediately take up some responsibility where I start supporting my family. So that was the need. With that need, I completed my graduation. Even I had an like time when it was like it was supposed to decided whether I want to drop the education or continue. So thankful to one of my relative who came to the rescue and then gave money and then paid my fee. Then I was able to probably complete my graduation. I'm still thankful to him. And then this is how it is. So after graduation, I started hunting for a job, saying that yes, I need to like help my family to grow. But by back of the mind, I strongly believe that if you are desired for something, you are destined for something, you really go behind it. God is there to help you. So in my chawl, there was one individual who was doing so good. He had bike, he was very well groomed, doing good. And I learned that he's a medical rep. So during my graduation, I thought this is good to be a medical rep where you support your family. You also grow, you do good, you have a bike also. So that a bike was a dream for me. And then that was there. So I started searching how to become a medical rep. So just to share with everyone, somebody says that you go to Goregaon and there are a couple of distributors who are deal in pharmaceutical product, they make medical reps. So I went there, stand there for 2-3 days, but I do not know. So that could not work out. So I met one of my friends. He says that there's an opportunity. I do not know whether medical rep is not for you or not, but there's an opportunity. You can be a good salesman. So he gave me a chance. It took me along with him and introduced me to someone for a biscuit company salesman, where you go to different stores and take some order. I got the training for 2-3 days and then realized there is no vacancy. So it was all again back to the square one to support the family. Then next was that I got a chance. So one of my friends says that there's a bank offer for you. I was very excited that I'll be working in a bank. Bank is all about money, right? And after graduation, you need some good money in your hand to prove yourself. The people, they say that more you earn, more you grow. And then there's a parameter has become in the society. Then I went to bank first day, and it's good to enter in the bank in a air conditioned room. And after 1 hour, one meeting was over, you realize you need to come out and stand outside an ATM machine to cross-sell the products, where the people, they come to ATM machine, you ask them whether they need a credit card or they need a bank account to open current account and saving account. So that was good learning in terms of interacting with the customer, doing the cold call, that pushes you to go you beyond your limit. You do not know the person. So unknown person go and then sell your product. That makes you a good salesman. So luckily I was standing. So I started doing that, and I was after a week's time, I met someone at the ATM machine. He became like an next to God for me. And he said that, would you like to become a medical rep? So that question was like music to my ears. I said, yes, it is there in my dream as such. And then I was fortunate one, I got interviewed by regional manager, and then was good enough to join the company as a marketing executive, and one of the best company called Cipla. So from there, the journey all started. So this is how I became and came to a pharmaceutical industry. So it was not well planned, but this was a desire in the mind, desire in the heart, and all going towards it, looking for other opportunities. And I landed in pharmaceutical. And I'm very happy that day came to my life and I got this opportunity to work with such a fantastic industry. So this is how it is. I'm in pharma.
I agree that transformation and upskilling is the key.
Very true.
For those who follow you, know what a spectacular farmer journey that you've had. But for those who don't, can you share something about the roles that you have worked on and also your career progression?
Yes, I will be surely doing that and will be very happy. And I'm I'll feel very happy if somebody will be able to benefit out of it, because there'll be, I believe, young crowd and then newer generation and then people in college and then just started their career also must be watching this video, and some of, let's say, veteran as well. So if talk about my pharma career, as I shared with you that I started as a medical rep, and within 6-8 months of being a medical rep, I realized you need to be stand out of the crowd. You need to learn the skills and then utilizing those skills in the market. And then somehow within 6 months, I was part of very high elite sales team within the team called Key Account Management Team, or the STF that time called a Super Specialty Task Force. So you became a part of task force, like you meet the very high level doctors, promote the very unique product to them, promote the price sensitive product to them in terms of promote the unique product, premium product to them, and then very, very scientific driven or concept selling product. So that was the decision I took in my life as I want to grow. So decision making is one, everyone knows their own strength. Everyone needs to understand their own capabilities and then decide for their career accordingly. So that was the decision taken by me. I want to be in pharma, healthcare primarily, and always into a different, which is not the tradition. So then I entered into a key account management within Cipla, and this is how it is. And I kept learning. So I look at my growth phase. The journey was this two bases. One is that growth is in paramount. You need to grow on two things. One, you keep learning, keep utilizing, keep growing your relations in the market, be more trustworthy, be more committed. Your delivery shall be really, really good. And at the same time, ensure that you are also expanding yourself, either horizontal or vertical. Horizontal, adding more and more like therapy areas within the company, or adding more responsibilities like area manager, regional manager, multiple things. So for me, it was a little more not conventional, it's unconventional, I will say that. So I never had an opportunity to go toward a traditional sales of regional manager or NSM. I came to a key account management where you have got a limited customers or the limited stakeholder and giving you the maximum business like 20-80 crore. Then from there, I came to key account management and then joined Sanofi, where I was responsible for very unique products in ortho segment and the rheumatology segment, where it was more of the concept based selling, where you really make a difference in the individual patient's life, help them to have a better life, help them to be good in their life. So this is how it is. Then I thought, yes, I'm doing good. The opportunity came in oncology. Oncology is one area where you actually, so overall, Gauri, if you look at my career path, always had been keep innovating yourself in terms of learning, keep meeting the newer set of customers who are next to the level. So this is how the anti-cancer is one area. Like cancer, once you hear about the cancer, people, they give in a shock. But still there's a mini treatment option available, and doctors want the right ones to decide on the medical fitment for the patient and what therapy is good. But yes, I was very happy I got this chance to work with a company in anti-cancer, where I had an opportunity to meet a couple of very, very high level doctors, understand what they think, what basis they decide their treatment protocol, what drives their behavior and belief. So that was so this again in October 2011. So was a time when I had to take a risk. So I always in calculative, I take risks, help and all the blessings of parents. Every risk what I have taken has actually favored me a lot in my career to grow. So there was a time you had to move and come to a key account management, pure institutional selling in 2011 October. I still remember we are, let's say, around close to 1 decade, more than a decade now from that time. And there's a huge discussion with my friends, and then you have got close circle where you discuss about your career growth. And somebody told me, do not go there. It's not a traditional sales. And after some time, you become a distributor. So luckily, I did not hear him. So everyone says that you have got two minds, right? One mind says that, oh, you go ahead. Other mind says, no, you cannot. So, but I said that, yes, let me go ahead. And then I took this opportunity and became an institutional business manager and handling the geographical coverage of western part of country. So that was my first exposure to moving out from the small city within Mumbai and start covering the western part of country. Government stakeholder, understanding the tender documentation, how the tender flows, and also realizing that, yes, it's not only tender. Within tender, there's a multiple things. You also ensure that you work with government stakeholder, government authorities on public-private partnership, help them on a capacity building programs, get the newer product into the government tender so needy patient can be benefited. So there's a lot of work in there. It's not only the tender work. You actually do a lot of work. So then I started working there. So next company, I thought, no, I never experienced a medical device. So medical device is one area. Let me experience the medical device as well. So I got a chance to work with medical device, and then medical device overall gave a chance where doctors, they depend a lot on the products, what they use. So that's, and then I worked with a multinational company, and that also gave me another learning. If you really meeting the end user who is using your product, so what they look for. So it is not only about the price, it's many things, right? And price, then quality, then process, ease of getting the product, then post sale, what is the service available. Otherwise, if you buy and capital equipment and then service is not available, then there's a problem tomorrow. There are multiple things. So it's a good learning overall. Then also learn about the distribution matrix, how the distribution matrix in device particularly works other than pharma, because you've got like coronary stent of other sizes, how they kept in a cath lab and ensure that the right patient get the right size. So multiple sizes to be kept. It was good learning. So understanding the customer at high level, then understanding the distribution matrix and payment matrix, multiple things, and the pricing matrix within the companies, how this goes. And every products in the devices are very, very unique in nature, benefiting the patient outcome. So that was a good thing. But I realized that was a time of need to probably look at the bigger roles. And that time I got a chance to head the strategy for a multinational company within Pharma Abbott. And I was the one, probably with help of the company and then management, executed a strategy on India level, which talks about the institution based strategy. So every institution category is different in market. You cannot say that all like state government tenders, railway tenders, all tenders are same. No, every tender is different. Every opportunity is different. Every institution is different. Their procurement behaviors are different. Probably that we implemented with help of the company, implemented strategy called account based strategy. So we had one pager for all the institution, and that helped a lot to grow the business. Otherwise, if you look at the holistic view and then from outside eagle view, people will say that tender is tender. No, it's not like that. So tender business is very, very different, very unique. You need to be like, once you lose one tender and then you are out for 1 or 2 years. So you need to be very, very careful between the RC and then RE, how you are quoting. So this also gives you a lot learning to everyone, including me, how ensure that you balance your strategy and then time between the short term, long term opportunity, and also between the smaller and then bigger opportunity. And then I got a chance with MacLeod to probably not only hitting the strategy, managing the overall business also. So that was the first experience to manage the P&L for a company where I got a chance to work for institutional business, which is government, corporate business, and also the modern trade, which is online pharma business. So that was pretty good. And then I don't shy in saying that within 3 years, I mean less than 3 years, the business grew by, let's say, close to some 9-10 times, which was a huge growth within the thing. And then a lot, and then this all helped the overall matrix and then setting up the team from scratch. So I would like to give a message here to everyone then watching this video and then listening to us. Every day is a new day. Every day is an opportunity. So one should need to have the solution oriented mindset. So there's an opportunity, there is a challenge. So more is challenge is more is the opportunity. So if you run away from challenge, opportunity is gone. If you work on challenge, you conquer the challenge, I believe you are the winner. And slowly opportunity will come to you. And as you keep growing the business, keep helping the company to grow the business, this is how parallel you also grow. So it is probably a win-win situation for the employer and then employee. If employee gives the 100% or 200% and then business goes up, or for whatever position he is into and what he has been hired, that he performs very well and then does his job very well, employer is always there to support. So which is I have learned working with multiple Indian houses and also the multinational houses, companies, they stand with you. But individual need to be very committed. Individual needs to be very honest. They need to be very, very open. So many times, Gauri, what happens, the biggest problem what I face and I see here, everyone says that like, दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा रोग क्या कहेंगे मेरे बारे में लोग. This is an, I believe everyone has that in my mind. However, once you are in corporate, you need to open up. If you are facing some difficulty, open up, discuss with your supervisor, discuss with the management, discuss with your colleagues. If you have got some ideas, then also discuss. So many times people, they think that no, I am at very, very smaller role. My idea people will not hear at the top. No, idea is an idea. Innovation is an innovation. Thought is a thought. You cannot hold your thought. If you hold your thought, hold your ideas, probably you are damaging yourself. And I believe this was one of the reasons for my growth. Whenever I've seen that there is something I've implemented in my small area, and this could benefit at India level entire business, probably I've reached out to the right stakeholder and shared what I have done and how this can benefit everyone. And whatever there is in my mind, I kept sharing always to the higher ups. So this is something what everyone watching this video, listening to this video, please speak out your mind. Do not hold. So this is what, and this is how today also the reason for growth, and I kept growing. The reason is whatever role I have taken till now, I have justified my role. I have ensured that I perform well. I learn go back to the management, go back to the supervisor for help wherever is required. And that has been the mantra for success till now. Be committed.
What an amazing journey you've had. Okay, sir, moving on. You have led some of the major brands in Indian pharmaceutical industry. So, in the process, have you ever faced any challenges or limitations that you want to talk about?
Is actually one of the very good learning experience, and I'm sure people will benefit out of this. So the learning experience and challenges, what I'll say, challenges are not with the market, challenges are not with the employer or the company, challenges are within. So initially, because being the human being, always change and coming out of comfort zone is a big challenge for anyone. So let's say if so whenever I have left the organization or went to ahead, I was doing pretty good. So people, and I also started believing the same thing. You are doing good with current company because of some your skill set or learning process, and probably that is helping you. And whenever you go back to the next company, use the same. And I was wrong in doing that at one place. So idea is that wherever you are going, unlearn and relearn is the process, and is a continuous process for anyone in professional like sales or any process you go, right? Let's say a very nice example given for IT guys. So IT, everything, there's a new thing is happening. If you're doing good with one program in X company and join other company and that program is outdated, you cannot run with that. Same thing, I failed to apply at one place. This is why I wanted to give the message to all the audience. Whenever you are moving from one company to other company or one role to other role, please understand every company has got their own culture, their own process, their own setup. You need to learn that. You need to learn the process, learn the product, learn the pricing matrix, learn the limitation of the organization till what limit they can go for the pricing, what is their promotion criteria, everything you need to learn about it. And unlearn what is your process of the old company. Yes, you should give your input, but first you need to learn that, start settling up the within the organization, within the company, and then probably you can start giving some kind of idea which is going to benefit the organization, because organization also, they need to keep enhancing and keep evolving and keep changing for the betterment. So learning here, what I would like to share with everyone, I have lost a lot of time in one of the company in terms of learning and then relearning mode. Probably that you should ensure that you do it pretty fast. And then second was that I shared with you that exactly the same thing. You share with your supervisor, with the employer, your challenges at the initial days. People sometimes they feel that, and I also felt the same thing. I'm pretty new to the system. Let me have my own period. Let me settle down. I'll take 3 months and then start performing. No, the era has gone now, because you get hired for the position because of work you are already doing, and for same work you get hired. So you should not think about it 3 months and 4 months. You're wasting your time. Idea is that how quick you can settle within the system and keep delivering and keep performing as per the expectation for what you have been hired. So this era has gone. So your mindset needs to be very, very clear from day one. So this is one thing. And the last I wanted to share with you that, let's say, market mindset. So there's a challenge is that what I still face, and then see that every company, they talk only about the target mindset. So let's say last year you were at 100 rupee, 100%, and next year target would be 110 rupee. So that's not like a target mindset or the how company wants to grow. But however, we need to slowly start moving to the market mindset, saying that if particular domain what I'm handling, what is the market size? What are the competition doing? How much share can I get out of the market? It may be a huge jump, it may be a same level. So then heart to heart, you will be very, very clear. So this was a learning for me, market mindset from the target mindset. So look at the overall opportunity and then present your case to the management or the employer or to your supervisor, what exactly your plan to grow at par at the or maybe above than the industry growth or the other competition growth. Because you either you will sell, if you'll not sell, somebody else will sell. In the sales particular I'm talking about. So this is what was the overall learning what I had in terms of unlearn and the relearn was little late for me. So I've improved a lot on that. Second was that like opening up your mind and then talking to a supervisor and then management. And then last one was that getting along with everyone. So reaching out to the people for help and then getting along with them, like your management, your peer, your colleagues, your reportee, your team structure, everyone, as quick as you get settled in your team. Don't wait for 3 months and 4 months. So people, they should, maybe they either you get promoted within same company, then the new team should find you a value add, or you join a new employer, the employer should find you a value add. This will only come once you start performing and giving your 100% as soon as possible.
Totally agree with you. Okay, sir. So now I'm really curious to know what a typical day looks like in Pradeep sir's professional life, and the responsibilities that is associated with your role as the assistant vice president.
Okay. So a typical day for anyone is a busy day nowadays, right? Which is very unplanned and uncertain day. You have a planned and certain day, and certainly so many things comes to your table, and then that becomes uncertain. So my day actually starts a day prior. So I do my planning at the before the day start. I look at what I need to do in terms of the business expansion plan, what is the pending work in head office from the different team member, how to follow up with my field team on the ground, how to follow up my cross functional teams within the head office, and also my channel partners, what are the actually things like billing is pending, tender is pending, what are the current top priorities, and how to enhance the market. So usually what I do, my day plan is part of my month plan. So when the month closing is over and sales closing is over, I look at my all the pending things and make a plan for the priority for the current month, and then put that into the weekly and then daily planning. So this is how I look at my overall month, week, and then day plan. So one day prior, I put it everything for the day planning, then reach back. So I have got a mixed roles, right? One is that few days I'm in office, and maximum more days I'm in field meeting the customer, working with team member, meeting the channel partners, because you are on ground. So you working on zero ground gives you an actual feedback from the field, what is happening and what should be your strategy to grow the business and do pretty good, and then learn a lot as you meet the newer customer or the old customer, build the relationship. So I divide into an my day get divided in like admin role, supportive role, and also the business role. So admin role is putting the things on a priority. I look at my pending invoices, the new orders, then new tenders, whether tender has been filed or not. So make a note and then coordinate with my tender to ensure that everything is filed. Then have a discussion with my field team, what is their day priority, how they are following, what are things and what support they need from my side. And then I try to help them and connect during the team. And next is the business expansion. So my mind actually works and say that what is the critical aspect as on today, which is pending since long, which needs to be solved. Otherwise, that could be a problematic situation in future. So I started working on the urgent and important. So every day I divide between the urgent and important, and I try have a less urgent than the important. So buying little more proactive, but sometimes like just beyond your control. So once the day is over, then either I come back to hotel, or maybe once I reach back to home, I try to give some time to myself, do the self analysis for around half an hour. How was the day? What all happened good as per the planning? What was not as per the plan? And then start preparing for my next day. So this is how. So probably if I'm in office, my day is around like close to let's say 8.5 hours or 9 hours. Reaching back to the home again, half an hour for the planning, and then introspection for the day, looking at the day. And once I'm in outside, working outside, then your day is roughly around close to 11 hours, because you're meeting customer outside on the field. And then again half an hour. Then I also give some time to my family. So if I'm at Ahmedabad, then probably 1 hour I go with my wife and kids on a walk in night, where I don't carry mobile. Nowadays, new things what I've started practicing. So I don't carry mobile. So I give them the complete 1 hour. If I'm traveling, then I try to connect with them on Zoom, or let's say video call. So how was the day? How was the school for the kids? What things in the home? How things are taken care? Any help? How's their health? So every day. So probably try to communicate more with them. Then I also wanted to give a message, and which is one thing I've started practicing and what I believe I missed. And then everyone watching this video, listening to this, actually give utmost care. So during my earlier phase of life, I was so behind working and performance, I have neglected my health. So I've never been into the gym, never morning walk, nothing. So at now I'm crossing 40. Some signals I'm getting like some leg pain, body pain, something like that. So now I've started. So I started doing meditation, and then morning I go for walk, or night I go for walk. I do yoga. Then there's something what I've started doing. But whomsoever is watching this video and they're listening, I believe from today, do not wait for tomorrow. From today, take care of your health, because physical health and mental health, this is what it is going to go along with you with your success journey. Otherwise, after some time, this is very, very difficult. Have a peaceful sleep, have a good eating habit, work on yourself. The way we work, right? We work a lot in terms of learning, reading the books, good motivational video. Same way, your physical energy, your body also needs a learning and then working, which is all about working on self. So my humble request would be to everyone through you, Gauri, your health is the utmost priority for everyone. So this was one learning what I had in my career and I've started following now. I'm a little late, but I would urge everyone to focus on your health from day one. If you are mentally fit, you are physically fit, trust me, outcome will be very, very good and you'll be able to give 200% on your job and nobody can stop your growth. So this is how it is my day looks like to be.
So thank you so much for your advice, sir. And the story was very intriguing as well. The last question for today that we have is, what will be your one advice to the people in our audience who are looking forward to make a career in pharmaceutical sales and marketing and management?
One advice to everyone watching this video or listening to the conversation, please trust me, don't take sales assuming that there is no job available, then you are taking sales. Sales is one of the best profession. Trust me, I really feel proud and saying that I am part of a sales fraternity, sales and marketing fraternity. Whatever good product anyone has, this needs to be sold to the right audience, need to be sold to the right individual or right market. Innovation can be done, research can be done. Next is that sales is one field where you actually learn on yourself, grow, add skill set. There's no investment. Investment is your time, your dedication, your commitment. You might have a challenges initially. I don't deny with that, because as you enter in sales, because once you are out of a college, let's say MBA college, B Pharmacy college, your expectations are very high. Suddenly you go and then meet some customer, you meet some doctor and they tell you, oh, after B Pharm, you're doing sales. Please understand, you are not a Davaika salesman. You are a responsible person. You are ensuring that right medicine reaches to the right patient and you are really communicating to doctors, meeting a multiple stakeholder. Tell me, Gauri, there'll be very few hand-picked professions where you get a chance to meet multiple stakeholders. Multiple means multiple external stakeholders, internal stakeholders. You make friends here, you make family here, and without investment. I strongly believe to do any professional degree, let's say you become engineer, you become doctor, anything you become, that's good profession. You become that to support country, support family, do good in your life. However, if you get to, let's say you're not able to make it to that because of any reason, financial reason or your commitment, anything. But if you get a chance to work in sales, trust me, it's a very, very novel profession. There's a lot learning here, a lot of positivity here. People, they talk good and you learn. And then being in pharma sales is more added advantage because you are trying to make an good outcome into an individual patient's life. You are trying to probably, let's say the innovative product comes from global or from an Indian company. You are the one who are meeting the doctor, promoting it, making them aware about this new innovation, which they can use for the patient for their medical outcome. So I only want to give one advice. If you are in sales or planning to take the sales as a profession, trust me, this is a very, very good profession. You will learn a lot and you will earn a lot. That is more thing which is there in desire from every graduate or anyone watching this video. So earn well, learn well. That is the sales profession is.
Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful advice and wonderful words. I'm pretty sure that everyone who's listening will benefit from this. Thank you so much for sparing some time from your busy schedule and joining us today for being a part of the series. And I'm sure everyone must have learned valuable lessons from your experience and suggestions.
One last thing I wanted to convey on your behalf. Anyone willing to make a good pharma career, sales career, marketing career, and you are hesitant whether should I go or not, you can through Gauri reach out to me. I'll be very happy to support you all. I'll be very happy to mentor you, guide you. Trust me, this is a very good profession and you should think about pharma industry, joining pharma industry and sales particular. Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. So now for everyone who's watching, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Reach out if you have any suggestions for future episodes by connecting with us on LinkedIn and on other social media channels at Humans of Pharma or by email at humansofpharma@pharmastate.com. Thank you, and until we meet again, bye.